have to be quick with this. I just turned off my fan to record this whole thing. Sunday, I've got nowhere to go. I don't go to church. My house is spotless. I've done everything. I'm bored. And if I don't go out of my room, I'm gonna be scrolling away on my phone. We don't want that. We don't want to be like that. So I just need to find a place that I can go, because whenever I'm at a place like a coffee shop or something, these noggins, it's turning. It will turn. So I need to do that. But I don't want to go to touristy places or those popular places where couples go, because I don't want to hurt myself like that. Let's see if I can find a place. It's one. Exactly one. I'm gonna fix this situation. It will probably take an hour, so I don't want to go too far. Well, it's summer, so the sun will not set until 8, but I don't want to go too far. What the hell? What the hell? It was so much fun. I'm glad I went. Cause what the hell? I went to Hapjeong. I've only been there once before. I was invited by a lady that I met once at like a wine tasting, wine drinking. I don't know. It was an event that I joined, and we got to talk about feminism or some related stuff. I remember she was from America, and we met once, but she invited me to her 27th birthday. At the time, I was still a student, broke ass student. My previous employer didn't give me no money, but I still went for the plot. And I'm glad I did, because I met some people. I met a guy that was hired by Coupang, and he brought his family here. That's crazy. I met a couple who's also working here. Anyway, that's another story. That's not today. So that's the time I went to Hapjeong, and this is the second time that I went to Hapjeong. Man, that neighborhood is a vibe. It is a vibe. And that cafe that I went to, it's so random. I just chose the one cafe that's far from like the cafe street. I don't even know if Hapjeong is a cafe street. I know Hapjeong is close to Hongdae, and that place is popular for clubs and bars and pubs and whatever. Anyway, I chose that one cafe that's the furthest from the cluster of cafes, and I'm glad I did, because they were not a cafe today. They held a concert. In Korean, they call it gungyeon, which is kind of like a public performance. I had to pay unexpectedly. I mean, I did expect that there's gonna be an entrance ticket, but I did not expect it to be that much. 40,000 won. But I still paid. And with these kind of things, you can't use your credit cards. I don't know why. It seems shady, and it seems just a little bit sketchy. Like tax evasion, is that the reason? Anyway, I still paid, so I made a deposit, and I arrived there at 4 p.m. The event or the performance will start at 6:30. They don't have space at that time because they're preparing the venue for the event. So they closed the cafe temporarily, and when I arrived, I asked them, isn't this a cafe? And they said, yes, it is, but today it's closed for a performance. And I was like, oh, it's kind of hesitant to go, but they kind of also persuaded me, invited me to join, to watch the performance. And I'm glad they did. And I asked them, what is the genre of music that's gonna... I mean, I love music, so I wouldn't mind whatever genre it is, because I have no idea who these artists are. And they just said vibey and it's gonna be fun. Okay, let me try. I'm already here. Do it for the plot. I mean, the plot did not thicken or twisted, but I enjoyed my night. I enjoyed it. There's 3 artists, all of them different genres. The first one was kind of like a DJ producer vibe. He's so good, and it's the first time that I heard that kind of set or music. I mean, the DJs that I know are from pop music, you know, the ones that do the dancey EDM vibes. I don't know how to describe the music they play, so I'm just gonna insert it in this video. And the second artist was a lady. I mean, I think they're a band. The artist name, I think, is the name of the vocalist, the lady. She's kind of a mellow. I don't know what genre is that as well. It's kind of folksy, but also not. It was definitely a different vibe from the first one. So I'm also just gonna insert a little bit here. So when I entered the venue, I sought for a place to sit down because I'm not standing. I am 30 years old. I'm not standing for 3 hours. So that's the first thing that I did. And I saw a sofa by the corner of the room, and so I sat there, and a lady approached me and asked me in Korean if that space is available, and I said, yeah, I guess so. So she sat down and asked me if I'm there to listen to the performance. She spoke in Korean, but I kind of understood bits and pieces, so I just repeated her questions in English and then answered in English as well. And so we spoke a little bit, a mix of Korean and English, and she was there specifically for the second set, for this lady, for this mellow vibe. It's nice to speak to somebody else. She was also there alone by herself. So there's a lot of people there by themselves, so I definitely did not feel self-conscious about being by myself. The last was a band that played sick music. It's also the first time that I've heard that kind of music. The vocalist, I did not understand the words that he was saying. I think he sang in English mostly, but he didn't really sing like, I don't know if you can call what he did singing. It's like just making sounds at the microphone, and also did a little bit of DJing. There were guitars and there was a drum. There was a drummer, and they played quite well for a genre that I can't place. I'm so old that I don't know these kinds of music. So I'm just gonna insert another video that I took. the thing was over, I sprinted out of the place because it was forecasted that there's gonna be heavy rain, and I can't get caught up in the rain because my umbrella is so flimsy. Just a little gust of wind, it's gonna flip. So I can't get caught up in the rain. That umbrella is just for the UV protection against this hot sun, not for the rain. I have a different umbrella for the rain, but I did not bring it. So I headed to the subway, and now I'm here documenting this experience because that was so good. This is why these are the moments that I like spontaneity, a little bit of interaction with the strangers. You know, it's a story. But I'm hungry, so that's where the story ends, and I'm gonna eat.